All right, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope you guys have been enjoying your Friday so far. Thank you for joining me for Top Gamer Pro 2025's Friday afternoon slash soon eventually to be evening. We are recording here. I am recording here. We are going to be doing a continuation of Hitman, combination of Hitman 3 and Hitman. We're going to continue from where we left off, so that way we can continue with the content and the celebration as Hitman 4 is in full swing production of being made. So this is our way to celebrate the return of this is our way of actually celebrating the return of Agent 47. So let's get excited here, because the thing is, we have a lot to be excited for. We have a lot to really be excited for, as Hitman 4 is on its way, as it's getting made. So we have a lot to be excited for, honestly. We are going to be seeing the return of Agent 47 here eventually. So, and it's going to be awesome to see him come back finally after all this time. Alright, so what we're going to do, alright, we're going to continue with the professional difficulty. Let's plan this out here. Let's see, Riverside Landing. Let's see, Undiscovered. Let's see, what are we going to do? What should we do? What should we go. But like I said, as promised, that I would continue on with Hitman content as we celebrate and be excited for Hitman 4. Personally, the things that I get excited the most about is this. Who doesn't like the Hitman games where you could dress up like this, walk around the world and pose as a guard, and just be able to go around the environment tricking everyone into being something that you're not, so you can get close to your targets and take them out in any way, shape, or form that you choose to do it. In my opinion, and I will honestly say this is what is the best thing about being Agent 47, is the sneakiness of a guardsman. Because they don't think nothing of it. Now, the only way that it is hard to trick them into thinking anything, or to fool them, is if you're not dressed like them. But when you're dressed like them, they're not even going to second guess it. They're not even going to bat an eye about nothing. So, you know. And most of all, the real tricky thing is you cannot take a person down in front of a guard. That's the only thing that becomes a little on the tricky side about stuff. So that's why I try to plan as I'm going to do something, so to speak, because I don't want to arouse suspicion at all. So I try not to. I know I'm not going to be able to walk past these guys because they're just not going to let it. So they're just not going to let it. So yeah, I'm going to have to switch identities here. So I'm going to have to see if I can fool one of these individuals here. So I'm going to turn on TV. I'm going to come in here. And then what I'm going to do is wait for a moment to get him. Close the door and then get him. So now they're not going to search for him. Now the only issue here with that, okay, so I can blend in, but the only issue is that one guy out there. Him. Shoot. No, I'm not going to stop moving. All because that one fool that was suspicious. See, sometimes it's that one foolish fool or that one individual that gets very suspicious of you. So, alright. Now I'm going to figure out something here, figure out a way. So, yeah, now it's time to honestly, okay, so I don't have the code for the safe, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, wait, wrong way. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just do that. I'll sneak in there for a little bit. I thought me getting his clothes was going to do it, but apparently no. How is it I keep going the wrong direction, Chad? Because there's a specific order that I know I gotta do things in before I do all this. Like there is a specific order, and there's things I gotta grab, things I gotta go get first. That's not it. But anyway, let me know how your Friday's going. Let me know what games you chill with. Let me know what games you vibe with on a Friday. Or just let me know in general, what your favorite games are on Xbox or PlayStation. Let me know too what you're most excited for that's on its way out, that's coming out soon. Let me know what you're excited for as far as games for 2026. I will enjoy a conversation with anybody about games and stuff like that, what all is out there, what's coming out. If anybody's got any ideas of what should be coming out, or what accessories would be awesome for these systems. Personally, me, I'm excited to see Wolverine coming, honestly, because it's about time that a Wolverine with a lot of intensity and the blood and gore of Wolverine, it's about time that intensity gets brought back, because Wolverine, the character of Wolverine, it's not the same without that. Now, in my opinion, it isn't, because the thing is, when you think about Wolverine, you don't think about Wolverine unless you think about the intensity of the fight scenes with Wolverine. When you think Wolverine, you think about the battles that Wolverine has gone through. You think about the intensity that when he battles and when he fights, you think about the blood and the gore with it, the intensity and stuff. That's awesome. You think about everything that he's gone through, all the thoughts that must run through his head, every battle that he has and has had with many, many different villains over time, and how much that wears on him as a Marvel character, as a person. And because Wolverine is not just a Marvel superhero, or not just a Marvel character in general, but he's also a person that has a pattern of thought. There is a lot of things that Wolverine has gone through, ups, downs, and all that. Same goes for the whole Spider-Man thing too. But I just, another thing I don't like when video games decide to go too political or that they get too serious in a storyline. Video games are meant to have fun. You're not meant to be too serious. You want to be serious, that's fine. Be serious outside of a video game, folks. But don't bring the serious nature inside of a video game, because where does serious nature fit into a video game? Especially when you what? Create a fictional world, okay? It's a fictional world made up, well, not so much made up characters, because sometimes it's not made up characters, because how is it made up characters when a lot of video games get based off of actual things, like actual real life things? Like, think about it. Sometimes you're having games that are getting made and they're getting based off of characters from movies, based off of scenes from films. So you're not always getting a game that's based off of things that are made up and fictional. So it's not always like that. Not always. Maybe a certain percentage of the time it's like that, but I wouldn't say 100% of the time it's like that. I wouldn't say that all of the time it's that way, but a certain percentage of the time it's that way. But hey, but video games are meant to be fun. You know, you play them because you want to relax. You play them because you want to have fun with them. That's what it's basically about. You know, it's not basic. It's not. It's not something that you do to do. It's something that you. She's the one that I gotta trick. Because she's the one that has the information to her boyfriend's safe and has information that I need. So she's the one that I have to get. So, yeah. But this is what's hilarious is because of, hold on. Hopefully you guys are able to hear this. Now, the thing is, it was a little bit of maybe a little over dramatic in a way to do that toward her, but in a way, it was the only way to do it because I didn't have like the exact type of thing that I needed. So, now I can go to the room, Jordan's room. I think Jordan's room's here. Is this Jordan's room? Yeah. This is Jordan's room where the safe code is. Okay. Alright, that's the Intel UBS flash drive. You know, that's what's fun about being able to do this and being able to just play the tricks on There we go. He's down. Now I can walk right out of here as if it never happened. Now all I got to do is go get this Kent fella. I'm good to go. And we'll be on to the next mission, folks. But yeah, let me know, what your favorite games are. Come and start a chat with me. Have a chat. We'll sit down, we'll talk, and just make a thing of it. Always feel free to come join my community, because the more the merrier. That's why I started this thing. So that way we could have a community of fellow gamers and sit down, discuss different things, have different topics, different points of view. I also started this so that way we can discuss different opinions and different thoughts about how things should be different, could be different, how changes can be made for the better. So, Danny, I am recording. My teenage son's not aware that I am actually recording. I just had to tell him, so you guys know that. But, yeah, like I said, that's why I built this community and started all of this, is so that way we could have fun of having discussion, so that way I could record videos like this, and that way we can have, fun with it all. So that way I could take time, record videos to put them up, so that way you guys could have hours of videos up there of games that I play. As I discuss different varieties of things, like my opinions. I welcome everyone. I welcome everyone in that wants to share their thoughts, their opinions of what they think of games, what they think that could be or should be changed. What they think could make games better. I welcome that. I welcome things like that. That if you want to voice that and make your opinion heard, as far as that, because I believe us as gamers, we do need to stand up and make our voices heard as far as that. We do need to put our opinions out there, because don't ever think that our opinions do not matter. They do, but the thing of it is, these corporate people, they won't always listen. All right, they will make choices based off of what they want to do, and that's only because they got the money and they got the power. That's because they got the money, they got the power, it's their company, and the thing of it is,
I'm sorry, I'm distracting you.
That's why they end up making the choices. But here's where you have the power as a gamer. You have the power to take and put your opinions out there. You have the power to still voice what you think would be better for a game. I mean, what I only think would be better for a game is quality. We need more quality. We need games to be better quality, because when you think about how many games that have had issues where they've had bugs and stuff like that, and some games wind up in like rough conditions where they don't run so well, and companies have had to either cut ties with that game, or they've had to take that game and just entirely stop it because it doesn't work. Yeah, things like that, it costs companies. But here's things that they could do instead of just entirely putting a game on the shelf. Look at that game, figure out why it doesn't work, see what's going on with it, and maybe the game can be salvaged and saved by just a little bit more of some quality work within that game. Just a little bit more workmanship, a little bit more quality being tossed into it, and you could take a perfectly good game and have it running like there was never an issue, like there was never a glitch, never a blemish, or an issue to that game. Like look at Hitman game here. Look at this. This is running on an Xbox Series X. Now think about how old the game of Hitman really is. Hitman's been around for, oh my goodness, for a long time. But you see how good they managed to make this, even for an older game. For a much older game, they managed to make it this beautiful. So if they could take a game that is this old and make it look this great, imagine what they could do with a game that might just have a few small blemishes or issues with it, or as they say, a few bladder problems, and turn it into something awesome. I mean, if they could take it and they can do that with something like this, and then just take a game that is this old and make a few changes to it, imagine what they can do to a lot of games out there that might not run right or might not run well. And they can take and they can transform it into this thing that will run beautifully. So that's the way I look at it. You know, there's never an impossibility. There's always a possibility. You just have to find it. And a lot of things too with video games, and I can say this too, over the years that I've witnessed, is these corporations and video game designers, it's not the video game designer themselves. It's not the people that make the game, that sit at the computer and make the game and create it, that just say shelve it. It's the bosses above them. Because all the companies care about is their bottom line, and all they care about is their next big moneymaker. So they're not going to care about a game that might have a blemish or like not even going to run right, because guess what they can do with that game? They will say, why should we even try to save that one when all we can do with that one is shelve it, stop it, and let's just focus on a big money maker. Let's focus on our game that does run right with 4K, powerful graphics. We're going to have brand new hardware, So let's focus on the thing that is going to run right and making us billions of dollars instead of working on some kind of older game that doesn't do anything for us. Because truthfully, that's what they're going to look at. That is what they're going to focus on. They are not going to focus on a game that's not going to.
That is King. Lawyer, corporate fixer.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to focus on. Yeah, they won't focus on something that's not going to bring them in the dough. Or they're not going to focus on something that won't bring them in the money. Because they will focus on something that'll bring them into cash and bring them into dough. That's what they're going to focus on the most. So that's really why, in my opinion, that I really try to stand up for quality games, because that's what we need. We need quality games. We need to have them realize that quality should be key for games that are created every time. As long as you got quality games and games that run well. You know, you look at your graphics, you look at your quality, you know, and most of the time, as long as a game is running at optimal quality, people are going to pay for that. Because people are not going to pay for games that are bugging out or not running right or having issues, because then people are going to be like, okay, why would I want to pay for something like that? It's bugging out, it's not really running right, and okay, here's a game that's bugging out, not running right, not working right, and I invested in this, and it's like, okay, I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth right now. Because I've played some games that have bugged out. I've played games before that didn't run well, and I could tell you firsthand that I feel like I have actually lost money. Because when I've played games that bugged out on me or something like that, I've been like, okay, what did I just do here? Like, did I just waste money because I spent on this game and it's bugging? Like, it's not working right? Like, what in the world is going on here? And what's even worse is when you end up reading the description for a game that you pay for, and it says, okay, well, you're going to get this game, it's at this quality or that quality, and the company is telling you that it's at that quality, but the thing of it is, are you sure you can take them on that word? Is that word legitimate enough? Like, are you honestly going to be able to believe that that game is what it's going to be? I mean, I love a good video game as much as the next person. Sometimes I even like going back to the classics. Like this game here, I consider this game a classic. This game here, I do. I consider this one a classic. And the reason why I consider it a classic is because of the fact of how long this game has actually been around for. So that's why I consider it a classic, because of how long it's been around for.
Both targets down. I head towards the exit.
Now see, that worked perfectly because I was able to trick him into being fooled like that. Where do I go? Wait a minute. I know there was an area. There's one area here that I go to. Where's it at? No, I might as well use one of the other original exits that I have instead, right? Ouch. One heck of an intriguing story, everybody, huh? In Hitman 3.
This was no coincidence.
Not by a long shot. Thomas Cross had billions in hidden offshore accounts, all stripped clean within hours of the kidnapping. Perhaps he went on to the sun-dead Euro father.
But I know you guys got to be excited for the adventure of Hitman 4. You guys got to be excited. of what's to come. I know you guys probably are, and so am I.
How was this out, bro?
And so far, just seeing this story being unfolded right in front of you guys, that you guys are probably wondering where the story will go from here, huh?
Besides,
It's happened before.
Italy, Morocco, Paris. All our clients got their intel the same way. Anonymous tips from a hidden source. Each contract perfectly legit, yet part of a grander design.
I don't see the pattern.
Somebody does. The board has asked us to chase down this shadow client, and our analysts are closing in as we speak.
I know that too.
Someone's playing a game.
Game
What is it?
47.
The question is, against whom?
Boy, oh boy, ain't this quite a mystery, huh? Mm-hmm. Quite the mystery, huh? Alright, now this is where I gotta be very, very vigilant here. I mean, I've done this one numerous times already, but as you see, I mean, I've done all of them. Numerous times, but That's real tricky to actually do. To actually get it past the guard like that. To be real sneaky about getting it past the guard like that. 'Cause I can't tell you how many times when I first did this one, I can't tell you how many times I've had to do that same one there. I can't tell you how many times I've done it over and over, repeatedly, just to try, to get it right. So that way I would not throw off any of the guards. Ouch. You see what I mean? If you're off by just a little bit, I just want to try to do this one smart wise instead of.
That is Ezra Berg, Mossad. Services. Ezra Berg has been eliminated. Work 47.
God darn it. I ended up messing that one up, chat. I did. I messed that one up. I'm usually not bad about it. Now all I gotta do is get
Ezra Berg has been eliminated.
With any luck, I'll be lucky that they won't find me. Hopefully. Hopefully, Chad. Hopefully I'll be lucky enough to be able to do this, pull this off. You know. But hope you guys so far have enjoyed the content that I have been providing. Hope you guys have enjoyed the shorts of how I've kept up with little releases that have come out along the way. Different games that they are releasing. Not sure how many more may be along the way, or how many more may be to come. You never know, out there. Every day it's a new thing. Every day different things occur, different things happen. So we never know, from one day to the next what to expect. Of course, the video game world is an ever-changing one, so we could end up seeing something that might look really cool, but then it could be different. We could get something else. The Hogwarts series, personally, the Legendary series, it's nice to see that there's been a continuation with that, because you figure how long those games have been in existence for. Those games have been in existence for a really long time. So it's really great to see those still getting done, still getting made, that they're still continuing titles of those yet. I'm glad to see that still occurring. Hitman 4. I will be truthful that when they announced it, when they dropped that bomb for this next installment of Hitman 4, my jaw about dropped. My jaw almost hit the floor, because I said to my girl, I'm like, honestly, dear, I did not think that they were going to drop another one. I thought that they were done. Because some game series, they will get to the end of it, and sometimes they'll leave it, instead of trying to write another and continue with it. Now, I'm happy that they're continuing. I am happy that they are making another one to go further into it and continuing a story, because this story of Hitman, the Hitman games in general, the story premise for this game in general has been a wonderful one. It's been a great one. Because when you think about the ups and downs that Agent 47 has had throughout his lifetime, See, this irritates me right here. Because when you get to a certain point of this game like this, you're trying to get these targets taken. You're trying to wipe them out. Like when you're trying to actually plan how you want to do it and map out how you want to actually do it, it does get irritating. Like it really, really does. It could be like the most irritating thing.
Oh.
See, like I just jacked this phone. Now I have to run away from that weird.
Love you, Daddy.
Told. Love you, Danny.
I love Chad.
My son says hello, by the way, everybody. So, that's my 16-year-old. Now, I don't mind whenever you can do this and outrun them and manage to get away from them. It's not so bad. When you can still do it and manage to pull the mission off, it's not so bad. But it's when you have difficulty to pull the mission off is where it becomes a problem.
Ow, I hurt myself. Ow, I'm not. Oh, do we have any wood here? Do we have anything that's wood that I can poke myself with?
Okay, but what else do I have to get? Oh, you idiot. What else do I have to grab? Oh, I need the exploding notch battery, but I forgot, where do I get that at? Like, where do I get that battery at? I think I get that battery downstairs somewhere. Now there goes that. That's unless I can get get his one guard and steal his one guard's uniform. Ah, darn. That glaring sun, chat, getting in my eyes. Anyway, sit back for a little bit, maybe. But anyway, like I said, I'm excited for the next installment. I wonder what it's going to bring. Like, what else can they possibly bring to Agent 47's story? You know, what is next for him? Yeah, and how are they going to spice things up, so to speak? Is what I'd like to know. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta let my son know it's time for his medicine. Danny, it's time for your meds, bud. Come on, bud, come get your medicine. Let's go. Come on, buddy, come get your meds. Let's go. So, if you see my character sitting there for a moment, or you see my son kind of appear on the screen, don't think nothing of it. That's just my teenage son getting his medicine. He takes medicine every day, so he has to get his medicine, but let's let him get his medicine here. Go ahead, take your medicine. But, yeah, like I said, chat, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what IOA Interactive has planned, but I'm interested, to say the least, to see what else they're going to continue off with.
I'm ready for Resident Evil 10.
And as you hear my teenager, he's ready for the next installment of Resident Evil. Even though we have Resident Evil 9 that's only been out for a few months, it'll be, what, a year, guys, come December of this year. I have yet to play 9. This month I'm tight on money.
Do you need a...
So, if I wasn't so tight on money, just leave them there in case I need one. But yeah, this month I'm tight on the revenue. Otherwise, I would be playing Resident Evil 9.
Oh my god, this bag is in the way.
But right now, I am currently working on doing Hitman 4. No, sorry, wrong thing.
Hitman 3.
Well, this is Hitman right now.
Wait,
This is regular Hitman right here. So I'm working on the continuation of this, and then soon we will be getting into Hitman 2. Shut the AC up, bud. And then soon we'll get into Hitman 2, and then heading toward Hitman 3. But as far as when Hitman 4 comes out, I'm waiting to see. I don't know what all they're gonna plan for 4. I don't know what all, my son's saying bye, by the way, but I don't know what all they're planning for Hitman 4 to come. But I'll be excited to see it when it comes out. I hope that they give us a lot more options, because as you see, when you go through this, yeah, you get stuff within the environment that you can use to your advantage. But as you see too, it's a little bit more on the strict side because you have to blend in a lot. Like for this, you have to blend in so much in order to take out your targets. Now, if you could go a little more free range to take out your targets, in my opinion, I think it would just make it maybe a little bit easier if you could go a little more free range than you've been. But hey, it is what it is right now. So take it as it is because, you know, haha. It's funny because they couldn't find me in enough time. You know what? I'm actually gonna go to replan this mission because I need to replan that. Instead of trying to do it that way, I'm gonna do it as an explosive expert because something tells me that the exploding watch battery has to be within this area. So, but anyway, like I said, chat, you know, this game is just as much fun as any of the Hitman games are going to be because, yeah, Hitman in general is a fun game, in my opinion. Because you can do pretty much anything you want to do, even in this. But like I said, as far as the freelancer, though, I've done the freelancer, and the only thing, like I said, that sucks in freelancer is that when you do freelancer, you can have all your weapons you want. You know, they're customizable, you can change them, you can do what you want with them. But what I think that really bites the dust, in my opinion, about it is it's just what can I say about it? The only thing I don't like about it is, like I said, it's pretty restrictive. Like once you start going according to what you have to do, like the finer details of taking your target out, unless you're following those finer details of it, that's the only way it works out. Yeah, because you have to go according to like each of the guidelines of what it's telling you. Because if you don't follow what it tells you in the mission directive, then you are not going to succeed at it. Because it will end up telling you, okay, you got to do this, this, or this, and if you don't do it this way, then it's not going to work out. Like, if you don't do the mission that way, then you're not going to get this in the mission. Or if you don't do the mission that way, well, you're not going to get the result or the mission objective done in that way you choose to. So that's where it's restrictive. So I'll show you, for instance, okay? But with the difficulties that you have, okay? See, these are mission stories. Now, right now, that's disabled. Now, the reason why that's disabled is because of the difficulty I chose. Now, if I would have went with a light difficulty, like not a hard difficulty, I would have had what they called mission stories. Now, we all know Hitman has mission stories. So, when you first start this game, okay, when you first buy it, you'll have those mission stories and it'll tell you, okay, you have to do this way and you'll earn a trophy. You'll earn an objective trophy. If you go and do it this way, like we're saying, you can earn that trophy if you end up doing your objective in this way. You know, you'll succeed in this way if you do the trophy this way, or do it this way for that trophy. And sometimes you can, sometimes it's not so bad. Other times it can be. And sometimes you have to sit there and wait.
Good to see you.
And it could take maybe like, oh, I don't know, a good maybe hour, 2 hours. Now, I'm good at following those stories. I've already done it, got my objectives for it. The only reason why I'm going and doing this for all of you right now is we're just sitting back and playing this because of Hitman 4 coming out.
Okay.
So that's pretty much why we're doing this, is so we can enjoy this game and enjoy what this game offers. So that's pretty much why I'm doing this, so we can enjoy it, talk about it, and be excited for the next installment that's going to arrive. Because now we have another installment on the way that's going to arrive here eventually. So we have a lot to be excited for. You know, as we got the story that's going to continue. For all of you that no doubt played this to the very end, like I already have, you guys probably pretty much know where the story left off. And of course, like a lot of mission stories, always leaving off on a cliffhanger. And, oh boy, did that, that got me a little bit, because who likes a story ending on a cliffhanger? You know, who enjoys a story that ends on a cliffhanger? Because I know I don't. So, now it's pretty much when they get done with Hitman 4, it's, okay, where's the story going to go from here, Like, where is it wrap up from here? Or no, it's not where does it wrap up from here, where does it continue from the end of this, or I should say the end of Hitman 3, where is it going to continue from there forward? Because it was one heck of a story. and two friends reuniting, like him and his friend reuniting together after what? A good amount of time that they had spent apart. So, you know. I mean, it's going to be interesting. And it's going to get interesting when the other part of Hitman finally comes out. But you know what? I'm still gonna like this game even still. It's like, sitting and playing Resident Evil. There's no way that I could ever lose enjoyment, not even for a Resident Evil title. Because who would lose enjoyment for a Resident Evil title? The reason why I say is who would lose enjoyment for a Resident Evil game is because the thing of it is, when you're into a horror game, how could you lose interest in a horror game? Especially if it's something that you've been playing for a lot of years, how could you lose interest in it?
Tied up in the interrogation room. He's one of the enemy's couriers. That thing made Ezra Berg's interrogation mask. That's what it does. I know what it does. I just have a hard time grasping it. Hey, who are you? Not another step. This is a private. Fucking hell.
It's funny because he couldn't even figure out where I went. Like he could not even simply figure out where I went. Like how foolish.
Boss, you're still in the shelter. It was minor. Burgess was no lights, not the box.
Hope you guys have been enjoying, so far this entertainment. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video whenever I finish it up and it gets premiered or put up on the channel today. Like I said, I enjoy doing this for you guys. I will try and continue to do these as much as I can, and when I get a chance to get them out there. Like I said, sometimes you know how life can tend to get in the way of things, but I try not to let it, you know. So, sometimes you also gotta make room for doing other things as well. So,
Get this off my hands.
now the only rough part's gonna be is I gotta get the hacker's phone to be able to hack his watch. That's where it's gonna be tricky part. Cause there's a guard that's in that one room that I go through. I don't stop for no one. Kinda had to do that to get them off of me. Okay, now they won't find me.
Where'd that guy go? You lose him?
Yep, you did.
Stacy, I just found some great news. Starting up at 9, it's releasing in June. There's a special date, the 15th of June, which was 2.5 months. So that they didn't drop any trailers. What? Are you still recording?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Now, sometimes, like I said, you have to kind of roll with the punches when it comes to this a little bit. Because, you can't always roll fast. Whoops.
Sean Rose confirmed down. Nicely done, 47.
Ha ha. So that's one target down. Now I have to get 4 more targets down.
That's too fast.
Now, as you see, when I started this somewhat in the beginning, some of these missions were actually shorter, but as you get through the game, some of the missions tend to get bigger and bigger as you get through them. But that's
Hope that's the last chapter.
somewhat how they tend to be with them. They do tend to get bigger and bigger as you get through them. So, yeah, that's how they tend to get. So.
What's it turning on? Oh, it smells good. My head's sticking up.
What? Hey, mate, are you okay? Start digging another grave.
Ezra Berg has been eliminated. Good work, 47.
Now, even though that says searching, right now they don't even know that I've done anything. until they come down and look. But as long as they don't see me around the site area, they ain't even going to suspect that I did anything. So as long as I keep playing it cool and smart, I can pull off continuing to get them on the DL, on the down low. As long as they don't suspect anything. So I'm just going to keep going and being smart about it. Just going around. As long as I don't bug out or go crazy about it, good to go. That's the way you need to be, when you play this in particular.
Enjoy, sir.
Because this game in particular is not like how you can run most. This game in particular is when you have to run stealth, there's a particular way to run stealth. It's better off to switch costumes, go back and forth, get familiar with your surroundings, each thing you do, and try to take your targets out in their own environments.
That is Maya Parvati, Sri Lankan assassin turned pirate turned insurgent.
So
Well, how about because I told you so? That good enough for you?
Oh yeah, sure. That's who you. Hey you. Are you kidding me? One moment.
Hunted. Jerk. That's what happens when you don't play by rules and you don't follow missions to the guidelines. So that's where it gets rough on this game completely. So that's why I try to do what I can of playing it by, the mission objectives, because when you do that, it makes things easier. Then you don't get in those cornered or pinned down situations like that. Now, once or twice, you have to set up a target. Sometimes you have to sort of bait in a target. You have to do a little work like that in order to accomplish a little something, because sometimes it works like that. But most of the time, if you just keep your composure and just watch what you're doing, you can usually maintain and run a smooth operation without going insane or crazy. So, which is usually what I try to do. Because I find if you can do that, like if you can take your time, maintain your composure while taking out your targets, getting them on the down low, not rushing through your missions, you'll be guaranteed your success that you want. And you'll be guaranteed to hit your targets the way you want to every time. And another thing about this game, that when you're playing it like this, a lot of times before you get your targets, you have to wait for some of them to get into place, because they're going to be carrying certain objects. So anybody that's ever played this, you ought to know that. But I love it, because it's a lie in wait, and then when you set them up, you have so much fun getting them, because then they don't even realize what's going to hit them, and then when it hits them, it's just hilarious. And especially when you can do it and they don't even realize what was even done in the first place, or how they were even set up. Is what's even cooler about it. And I want to say something in this video, most of all, that I want to say, because of me doing YouTube and making this content for all of you, that I have also sat here starting to game again, because you guys have given me motivation to start gaming again. Making content like this, I'm doing this, for all of you that support me out there. You know, you guys that come in and click like and share and comment. All of you that continue to help by subscribing, helping me to build this channel, to build this community that support the content that goes up there. You guys are motivation for me. Because of you guys, I'm starting to game again. Like, I'm starting to pick this controller up and I'm starting to game. Like, I've been playing Resident Evil Village and all that a lot. And I've even found myself at times to where, like, I want to start going on other games too. Like, I need to start going back to, like, Division 2, and some others as well. But because of you guys, me making content for the channel for all of you, you guys have lit that fire back under me now. You guys have made it to where now I want to be that gamer that I used to be. You know, wanting to pick up the controller, wanting to invest my time into gaming and making content. You guys are the reasons why I planned, okay, I'm going to put this video up there. I'd like to maybe, I'd like to make a video, you know, and put it up on the channel for like 3 hours. I want to do it live on like a Thursday or, you know, whatever day of the week that I can do it, where I can fit it in between my appointments. So, you know, just what you guys have done to motivate that in me, I appreciate it. And I would appreciate the continued support, you know, that you guys give me each and every time. When you guys come to click share, like, comment, even subscribing and helping me build this. One day I hope to achieve the goal that I want to achieve of getting the major subscriber count. I'm looking to do that eventually and really reach that. It will be my dream to reach that and to really achieve that height. I'm not saying I want to reach like 10 million or 5,000 in like, you know, a short amount of time. As long as I am achieving what I'm achieving and that you guys enjoy the content, the gaming I provide, the content that goes up on the channel, you know, that you guys enjoy by the comments and the likes that you give and the support, and that my effort. I do get busy, you know, because like we all do when we have doctor's appointments and places we gotta go. But I do try to squeeze time, or I do try to squeeze things in between. I am finishing out Resident Evil 7. I have been trying to challenge myself on that. Eventually I want to get Resident Evil 9 Requiem. But right now, financially, you know, with all the bills that I pay, utilities and stuff like that, we all know, you know, that stuff kind of gets in the way. But that takes priority, you know. Of course, when you gotta keep the lights on and keep everything on and running so you can do what you need to do, that of course takes center stage and priority. So I always try to make sure that stuff stays on so I can do this for you guys, recording and putting the games out there on the channel for all of you. But eventually, that is going to come down the road. I eventually also want to get Battlefield 6 because I'm going to be able to join the maggots. It would be nice to be able to join the maggots and maybe get together with all of you that support my channel. Maybe we could do a multiplayer type of thing where you guys join me. We have gaming sessions and stuff because I like gaming with people. I like being able to join groups and we have gaming sessions and stuff. Of course, whenever I got time in between, when I ain't got appointments or, of course, with Easter coming up, my family's going to want to spend time with me. And I'm sure all of you got your families and stuff that you're going to spend time with, which hopefully you guys have a nice Easter, a relaxed one at that. Anybody that's got jobs out there that works, please try not to work too hard. Don't overwork yourself. And it's understandable when you got to work enough, to keep everything turned on and running efficiently, which I can understand that. I can understand that the way that I keep everything on and running here for my operation, so I can understand all that. But like I said, I've been trying to not have this like split up scheduled videos. And I've been trying to get like longer length videos out there, more than like 2 hours. But of course it's rough because I have to also plan that around things that the family's going to want to do now that springtime is around and all that. The weather's nice, so I also have to start planning some stuff to do with the fam. Because the family is going to want to do stuff too. So I will try to do my best to also get some full-length videos out there that are over 2 hours in between when I can. Maybe in my downtime, like I'll plan some downtime as well. But depending on how many see this video or view it, especially if my buddy Mag out there, yo, Magster, if you end up seeing this, hopefully all is well with you, brother. Hopefully you've been able to earn enough to make your way to LA. I am pulling for you, dude. But most of all, I really appreciate him. I appreciate everybody that has supported me. You should go check out my buddy Mag too. He is a funny guy. He's from Canada, but he is a funny dude. Like, for an Italian guy, the way he reacts to everything he does. Like, his channel is wonderful. You guys should give him some support and help him out over there a little bit, because this guy will make you laugh. Like, if you watch him on Resident Evil, you watch him what he does, besides, helping me out and stuff and viewing what I do. But this guy, man, if you're looking, like if you're having a down day, this guy will definitely turn that frown right side up instead of keeping it upside down, because if you're looking for some humor, he's funny. Even his friend Colt is another dude that I watch, and they're both funny together. Like, they remind you of like the modern day Three Stooges. Those two together, man, they will make you laugh. I have had so much fun watching them. And it helps me out too when I'm having a rough day, just watching their content of how much they get, or how much they make you laugh together,
Sean Rose confirmed down. Nicely done, 47.
You would think the way those two make you laugh, you would think they have met each other in person, and you would think they spend a lot of time together. I mean, they do when they're doing their shows and stuff like that, and when they're doing XPNC or whatever. But the thing of it is, it's just the way that those two can coexist, and the way that they can sit there on Colt show, and even when he does his own, Mag does and Colt does, that it's just the way that those guys are. You know, they have that unique, special talent. And I'm hoping someday that maybe I can have that kind of spark. But you know what? I'll find it in my own way. Because you know what they always say, you find things in your own way. And sometimes you got to find your own niche and your own way for something. You know, you can't end up doing something. Yeah, it's nice to have inspiration and have people that can be your role model for you, but you also have to make your own way and find what works for you. And once you find that thing that works for you, you take it, you grab it, you run with it. That's what they always say. Once you find it, you run with it, you go with it. So that's what I planned on doing. Once I find that thing that makes me me and that I can run with it, you better bet I definitely will run with it. So
So, young friend, let's try again.
You're wasting your time. We heralds are only messengers. I have nothing to offer that you don't already know.
Say, but what about your superior? The leader of the heralds, one you call the Castle. Surely he knows more than you, such as the identity of the files.
It's impossible. I never asked.
What does he look like?
Like a bookkeeper. Like the guy you sit next to on the bus. Playing his vanilla. That's the idea. You'll never find it. Every now and then stop to break my mind. Do you any good?
We'll see. This is getting us nowhere. Let's leave the mystery show.
it's really hilarious because Ezra Burke thinks that he is going to get the identity of this fruit. And he's not. It's like this guy won't even say nothing to him. Like, won't even say nothing to
No
him.
idea what I'm doing. Just
And the crazy thing is, Ezra Burke is after the Constant, is what makes it crazy. That's what's crazy. Like, he's after the Constant. And that's what I don't understand. Like, what is Ezra Burke's business with the Constant? Well, at least that'll keep him from getting any information on the Constant. So now he's not going to get the answers he wants from the Constant or about the Constant now.
Ezra Berg has been eliminated. Good work, 47.
Okay. So now Ezra Burke's been taken out. Now that Ezra Burke's down, now I gotta go and take care of, it's gonna be Penelope, Penelope and then Maya and then Penelope.
You know why I like weapons? I have to say, it's a strange.
That's all right.
What the hell are you doing? Stop suffocating first. You're gonna regret this. Stay on your toes. Command, there's some bastard running wild, grabbing people, trying to strangle us. Definitely sold.
Only badass soldiers through here. Okay. The dirty cocksucker.
Sean Rose in charge of operations. I don't get it. Why the boss be here? Why not play?
Hmm.
God, this crap smells.
Gotta find something.
Hello, Trooper.
That I can not get Maya with, but something I can
I got tons of respect for you guys.
to get Penelope with.
That rig is killing me.
Something I could just drop her in an instant rather than. Oh, they're not gonna let me. Yeah, I guess the only thing that's gonna be something of use is gonna be the rat poison. And all the rat poison's gonna do is
There's another thing that drives me crazy. This is like a remedy for the soul.
it's gonna make her throw up, but
Definitely still a sense in the act.
Okay, here's a scenario. Say I'm supposed to be in the lab, running the...
Okay, can you just leave me alone for a few minutes? I've got some thinking.
Sure everything's right.
I thought for sure that was going to work. I thought for sure, chat, right there, I thought for sure that that was going to work. That was going to be it right there. That would have been the be all end all right there. Like that would have ended up taking care of it right there. But because that's why I was going this way about it, of using the water tower or trying to use the water tower type of position to see if I can do it that way, to take them out because I can't really think of any other way. To really drop them, except for this way. But we got about 10 more minutes before we reach the 3 hour mark. Well, now 9 more minutes. And if we reach the 3 hour mark, and if I haven't managed to take these targets out, and we hit 3 hours, then we can always continue this on another day whenever I have more time on my hands for us to continue this on for another day. So yeah, we can always continue this on another day whenever I end up having a little more time on my hands. But I will be trying to close this out right upon the 3 hour mark, so hopefully we can get this at least closed out right on the 3 hour mark here. But it has been nice being able to provide this content for all of you. It has been nice being able to continue to put these videos up on YouTube. It has been nice to have a community to do this for. I enjoy it, like I said, always. So I hope that my content, as always, will bring joy. I will continue more. If I don't get it done this time, we will do it at another time. So
God. Hold up. I'm talking to you, sir. So I just found out that Fly was a tunnel tiger. Breaking the mask? What the hell are you talking about? We're just at the security station watching the feeds. There's this creepy guy interrogating the hunt. Keep that gun holstered, son.
You're going to win this war. Alright, guys? I just came in here to check on everything.
But yeah, this mission is a little bit of a challenge in itself. Even when I did this one before. But once it hits the 3 hour mark, if I can't get it today, like I said, we'll either have to work on it tomorrow or another day. When I have a little more time or a little more rest, because all right, we just hit the 3 hour mark for today on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit to the main menu for this one today. But basically, like I said, we can continue this for another day. But I hope you enjoy the content that was provided today. And hopefully you enjoy as far as we made it today. Like I said, hope you enjoy your weekend. Get plenty of games in. Get prepared for Easter, as it is not very far off. But most of all, try to spend some time with loved ones as well, as you relax and stuff like that from your week, and as you unwind for the holiday. But take care, and like I always say, Top Gamer out.